Hello everyone, welcome to the second session of biology. Today we will discuss about biodiversity. As the term suggests, biodiversity. Diversity means different varieties. There are different varieties, billion and million varieties of different plants, animal and microorganisms present on the earth. These varieties are forming a diversity, and that diversity is known as biodiversity. So we can study biodiversity at different levels. The concept of biodiversity, biodiversity term was coined by W.G. Rosen. It was the name of the scientist who coined this term. And there are different levels or component of biodiversity. First of all, it is known as ecological diversity. You know ecological diversity or ecosystem that are present. First of all, you should know biosphere. Entire part of the earth where life is present. It may be hydrosphere, aquatic, it may be lithosphere, landform, it may be atmosphere, air, area. So here all the part of the earth where the life is present is known as biosphere. The entire biosphere is divided into different biogeographical regions. This is the largest term of biodiversity. It is divided into different biogeographical regions. All the biogeographical regions are further divided into biotic provinces. And these biotic provinces are further divided into variety of biomes. It is the biome is the, you can say, smallest unit of an ecosystem. Or it may be a forest, grassland, wetland, desert. If we are discussing about the landform only, so there are different variety according to the biotic component as well as abiotic, because the climatic condition in a wetland and deserts are quite different. Means biotic components are different along with the abiotic component. So that is the variety difference in the temperature, climatic condition, climatic form, soil, everything is different. So that's why it is the smallest unit of ecological biodiversity. Now we are coming to the species diversity, because in all the biome there are different varieties. First of all, you should know what is a species. A species is a group of individuals that are similar in all aspects. Morphological means from outside they are similar, and internally also. And the most important thing about the species, all the living organisms that belong to the same species, they should interbreed and give rise to a fertile offspring. They can reproduce among themselves and can give rise to a fertile offspring. They belong to the same species. So it is the smallest, and you have studied earlier, it is the smallest unit of hierarchy, classification. So that is forming the species diversity. Now, according to the unit area, the number of the individual present in a particular unit area is called the richness of that species diversity, or number of the species, that is known as evenness or equitability of the biodiversity. We can explain, we can understand these two terms with the help of an example. Now you can see here we are having three areas, different areas, area 1, 2 and 3. Three different areas having different species of living organism. In the first area you can see there are three species of bird. 1, 2, 3. Three different species, and one species having 3 birds. So because it is having different species, so that is species richness. The number of species per unit area are more. So that is known as species richness. But in second area you can see species are 3 but are in equal number. 2 the same type, these 2 are of the same type, and these 2 are again of same type. Means number of individuals are is also the same. So this is known as evenness. Number is the same, that is known as evenness. Now, if in the third area you can see the species are more but are of different varieties. They do not belong to the same. Here in the first area you can see all the birds are there. Second area there were 3 varieties of birds only. But in third area you can say mammal is there, insect is here, birds are here. So these are different species also. So that is showing more diversity. Area 1 is showing more species richness. It is showing, second is showing evenness, equal number, and third is showing more diversity because there are different species of different animals, mammals, insects, and birds also. Now third level of biodiversity is known as genetic diversity. Genetic diversity is the variation of genes in a species. All the living organisms are belonging to the same species. They can interbreed morphologically, physiologically, anatomically are similar, but their genes are different. And we use the term subspecies, breed, races, varieties, etc. to show this genetic diversity. You are familiar about different breed of dogs, Pomeranian, Bulldog. These are the different breed or races of the dog. In the same way, different varieties of mangoes, the Dashari, Langra, these are different varieties belonging to the same genes. They belong to the same species, but the constituents of genes is different. That's why these are different varieties or breed or races. So there is diversity among the same species also because of the variation of genes. That is known as genetic diversity. Understand? Now we are coming to the second division of the biodiversity, that is known as community diversity. According to the habitat, community in which the living organisms are present, they are further divided into, biodiversity is further divided into 3 categories: alpha diversity, beta diversity, and gamma diversity. First we will start with alpha diversity. It is also known as the diversity within community or habitat. The living form that are present in the same community or the same habitat, that evenness, richness or equitability we have studied earlier, that is the example of alpha diversity. They are belonging to the same community or habitat. For example, if we are taking the example of coral reef, so all the living form, plants, animals, microorganisms that are present in the coral reef area, they are forming alpha diversity. Understand? Now beta diversity. It is also known as between community. We are not taking only one habitat, we are taking 2 different communities. For example, if we are taking difference in the species composition between coral reef and the adjoining intertidal zone. The areas that are present near the coral reef, but they are having different species of a different variety of living organisms as present in the coral reef. So they are having 2 different communities. One is coral reef, another is adjoining intertidal areas. So these are 2 different communities. So naturally they will having different species, and that diversity of the species is known as beta diversity. Okay. Now third is the gamma diversity. It is also known similar habitat in different geographical area. Here we are taking only one community. Here we have taken 2 community but the same geographical area, nearby intertidal zone, same geographical area. Here in gamma diversity we take the same habitat but in different geographical areas. We are taking coral reef only, but species composition of coral reef in the Gulf of Kutch will be different as in the Andaman Island, because both of the Gulf of Kutch and the Andaman Island both are present in different geographical area, and according to the climatic condition, naturally the living form that are present in the reef of Gulf of Kutch will be different from the life that or the living organisms that are present in the coral reef of Andaman Island. So that is making a diversity that is known as gamma diversity. Next lesson we will study about the importance of diversity. Thank you.